thermostat communicates with blank at household. Communicates with what? Where is our keyword here? Nest thermostat. That is in paragraph. Where do we see paragraph? Nest thermostat, paragraph? 3. Good. Now, could you tell me what is, keywords? Communicates. Communicates, yes. How do they communicate? They communicate through 2 words. Communicates. The same word as communicate. Talk. What else? Say. What else? There's another thing. Voice. You connect with them. So how do you connect or do you communicate with them? Through? Yes, through? Connect or communicate with them. The thermostat purchased by Google at $3 billion last year predicts that and how set the temperature of the house, helping to save energy and ensure it is comfortable by family. It connects its home security to determine to switch itself on and off. So how do you communicate with it? Through? What's that, Mary? Security camera. Connects and communicate are quite the same here, okay? It refers to, they communicate itself through on and off. That's made our answer, security camera. Next. At house, okay? It refers to the house, in the house. Now, house and some what? Some? What else? Noun. Family members? No? So it communicates with camera at house and what? Where else? Where, yes? Cars, exactly. It communicates in the house and with cars as well. There are certain makes of cars which inform heating system the driver's imminent arrival. So it's cars, not just house, but also cars. Next, echo functions like a blank. Echo. Where is echo here? In paragraph? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, echo. Echo can be used to turn on and turn off Wi-Fi enabled light bulbs and electrical switch, not with mechanical arms, but by putting itself at the center of a wireless network of connected devices. These operates a personal assistant, would play whatever music is requested of it, creating shopping lists, and providing information about sports schools. Now, the answer is, what does it operate? Yes, what's the Sandra? Exactly. It operates as a personal assistant. It was mentioned here, operates and functions are the same, okay? So it operates as a personal assistant. Robots. Robot, which paragraph is that? Paragraph 6. Here, robots blank facilitated by map making ability. Facilitated. It wasn't mentioned there. Facilitated. Yes, what's the answer? No. Navigational skills. Here we have here track. They trap where they have and not yet clean. Trap refers to mind mapping. And then facilitate assistance. Okay, good. All right. Oh, what's the best skill or what's the best tip to use for this kind of exam? It's, what's the best one? For this one, skim and scanning and the use of synonyms as well. Because not all mentioned in the question will be mentioned in your the reading passage. Wait for me, I'll photocopy everything. Keep those things. Why? Not sweet. Alright, let's build your vocabulary today. Everyone, leave your words in English. The language of invention and innovation. Today we'll be having, please keep all your phones. Now today let's talk some of these vocabularies. The first one is accessible. When we say accessible, it refers to that it's easy for you to use it or everyone to use it. For example, if my phone doesn't have a password, it is accessible. Okay? Next one, automation. Automation means that it is automated, it is powered automatically. For example, when you know Alexa, right? Or Siri. Yeah, when you say in your iPhone Siri, that is automated by our voice power. That makes our phone light up, and Siri usually do the command. Next one is controversial. Controversial is something that is very shocking. Experimentation. I think you already know what's experimentation. Innovation and intelligence. For those who cannot follow the vocabs, I'll show you the meaning of these words in English. Accessible, automation, controversial, controversial, experimentation. Innovation. Innovation is something to think another thing. Of course, we already know what's intelligence. Those are our vocabs today. Now, I'd like you to answer activity 1 and try to answer 1 to 6 now. Bye, Ray. What are you doing? You're finished? What are you thinking? Alright, let's answer now, everyone. Now. Number one. People used to think that self-driving cars were a technical blank of a distant future that thanks to the ambitious research and development programs of various tech giants such as Google, they are likely to become a reality within a few years. Technical? No. What's that, Jack? No. Innovation. Technical innovation. Innovation refers to something that they make, created something. Next one. Currently, there is a lot of blank taking place in order to ensure the cars will be black. What do they have a lot? A lot of? A lot of? Experimentation, exactly. They have a lot of experimentation taking in place, ensure that cars will be safe. There are several blank issues. Controversial issues to be discussed with this type of technology too. For example, if the cars use artificial intelligence, thus this means they are able to learn to make their own decisions in order to avoid accidents. Next, another question centers on the cost of these cars, whether they will be blank to everyone, accessible, whether the answer this type of technology is expected to say. We are likely to see a large increase in home automation. Continuing, I'd like it to match the definition, the meaning in activity 1A for 1 minute, 2 minutes. All the words in activity 1A. Alright, so let's answer. Number 1. Causing a lot of disagreement because many people have strong opinions about the subject. Disagreement. Controversial, exactly. Number 2. A new idea, method, or innovation. Invention. Innovation. 3. It's an adjective. Easy to obtain or use. Accessible. 4. The process of testing various ideas or methods to determine how good or effective they are. Experiment. Number 5. The ability to learn, understand, that think topics and problems. Intelligence. The use of computers and machines instead of people to do job. Automation. Now, next one, working pairs and discuss the statement, which do you think are the most controversial, and explain to me why. Work in pairs and talk together. Which of 1, 2, 3, 4 is controversial? Controversial is causing a lot of disagreement. Okay? Now, I'd like you to learn with pairs and give your opinions about it. For your pairs, it's Alisa, Skyler, Mary and Sandra, Barry and Jack. Move to your pairs now and try to talk together. Which of the four is more controversial for you? And give your reason why. Talk together. You need to come up with a plan. Which one is why? Talk. Talk together. Which of these, Lisa and Kyler, talk together. Work in pairs, and what do you think of these four are the most controversial? Give your reason. Talk with Alisa now. Kyler. Only 2 minutes. Which do you think is more controversial? Don't use your phone. One minute. Barry, your last meeting is on Sunday.
Okay, yes.
Oh, you chat me, okay? Whenever you need help. But I think I'll not be working here soon. So just chat me whenever you need help. Just writing?
Yeah.
Alright, let's discuss now. Barry and Jack, which of the four do you think is the most controversial?
I think that is for
What do you think it's for? Some innovations have had terrible consequences.
because like the example, there are so many innovations in the buildings like many factory mushroom and it's there no one just for the forest and trees so that it can cause the air pollution.
Yes. Yes, true. Okay, that was a good opinion of yours. Some innovations have the terrible consequences. It's all because of the nature and it causes too much technology. For example, as what Jack mentioned earlier, that there are so many factories who have been inventing too much, what do you call this? Too much machines that could make their work much more easier. But then these machines are actually not good for the environment. All right, thank you for that, Jack and Barry. Sandra and Mary, which do you think here has got the most controversial and what?
I think artificial intelligence one is the most controversial.
Why do you think it's that?
Because I think the fact that artificial intelligence is one of the productions that made by human, and even it can get better in the future, but it will still under control of humans, and it will need more patience, okay, to be a better. I think that.
Could you state an example for that?
For example, ChatGPT, you know, and sometimes it can get you the wrong answer if you don't describe the accurate information for them.
Thank you for that, Mary. Come to think of it, in the future, AI has been present nowadays. Most people, most students are actually using. Don't tell me you're not using. Are you using sometimes? Are you using ChatGPT sometimes? Oh, good for you, Mary. Who uses ChatGPT here? Okay. Jack, do you use ChatGPT sometimes?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, come to think of it, in the future, think of it. Most of the 90s students, which I belong, I was born in 1997, we finished university without using AIs. We just use our brain. You see how hard life is before? We only use Google, we only use Wikipedia, and these are not reliable resources when it comes to technical research. You know what's technical research, right? When you do a research, you do a class research, you do an experimentation like that. We do not use ChatGPT for that. But nowadays, people are relying on ChatGPT and AI. Come to think of it, in the future, would you think that it's a very useful thing whenever you use? I mean, I'm not telling you that it's not okay, or yeah, it's not okay to use ChatGPT or an AI. It's okay if you are not using it often, right? But for example, whenever you have homework, whenever you have this, that, you just rely on ChatGPT. You will be lazier in the future. Do you think that would be a useful thing whenever you apply for a job, whenever you work in the future? Well, it isn't. That's why be careful with that. Because in the future, if the AI or the artificial intelligence will be taking all over the world, it's not good. Okay, we are human beings, and we need to be the one who will be controlling the world, not the artificial intelligences or AI. Tyler and Alisa, which of the four is the most controversial for you? Who will talk? Okay, Kyler. Which of the four is the most controversial? Why do you think it's one? Increased automation in house will make people lazier.
I don't think so.
No, the question is which one is the most controversial? Do you know what's controversial? Everybody, controversial means causing a lot of disagreement because many people have strong opinion about this subject.
Yeah. The increased automation is making people can do one.
Yes, why?
Don't need to work some boring boring and repeat job like vacuum clean the floor, uh, clean the floor and wash these, and they can use the time for the family and for them.
All right, exactly. Thank you for that. Maybe in the future, that's why there are so many disagreements with the increased automation in the hospital, because there will be more people in the future who will become lazier, and they will not be doing household chores. They'll be just lying in bed surfing the internet, and that is very unhealthy. All right. Actually, all of your opinions are correct. Thank you for your sharing that. Everybody, I'll give you 10 minutes free time. Use your phones on the table only.